Hi, my name is Tom Behrens, and I'm going to be giving a stock report on PepsiCo stock today. So to start out, I'm going to go through the table of contents really quick. I'm going to talk about my recommendation for the stock, give a quick summary of the company, talk about the condition of the company and some information based on their competition as well as the market that they're in, and then try and give a quick summary on what I think the future is going to look like for PepsiCo. So we'll start out with my recommendation. I recommend to and give a buy rating to PepsiCo stock. Some of the reasons why is we're just seeing a lot of steady earnings for stockholders. This is noticed in their increase in ROI, which has been growing every single year. It's just increasing, as well as a really good jump in their stock price in this most recent year. So for those reasons and some that we'll discuss further along in this video, I recommend a buy rating for PepsiCo. So just a little background on Pepsi. So obviously we know Pepsi as the drink manufacturer, but also Pepsi has a lot of subsidiary companies and brands. In North America alone, they do Lay's and Ruffles, potato chips, Doritos, Tostitos, Cheetos, chips. They also own Quaker Foods and cereal brands like Captain Crunch, Life, and many other things. More products that they do are all Pepsi products: Gatorade, Mountain Dew, Aquafina water, and Tropicana. Those are just a few to name. And so Pepsi does a lot of things. Pepsi's in has a bunch of different products and brands that they work with, and I think this is something that helps them to be so stable as a company. Something that makes them promising to buy in stock is that they have so many different brands that they can rely on, and one negative impact on one brand isn't necessarily going to take the company down. So that's a great value in PepsiCo. For as far as competition, mostly our analysis is based on their competitors, their strongest competitor, which is Coca-Cola Company. So in most of our analysis, we'll be talking about their competition with Coke. So just to go through a little bit of the current conditions of PepsiCo, I've got some measures here. We can see their market cap at 161 billion, and very sizable company. Looking at made a little comment to their PEG ratio, which is at 3.43, and we see that PepsiCo is somewhat undervalued in their stock, and that this lower PEG ratio shows room for growth in comparison to their competitors, mainly Coca-Cola, and I think that PepsiCo is looking a little undervalued, and they're going to be able to grow in the future. So this is a great benefit. Another reason why I think we give PepsiCo a buy rating. So just to look at their historical stock price, we see PepsiCo in the last 5 years is up from $68 to $113, and they're on the rise. I mean, we see some little valleys here, but for the most part, PepsiCo is historically going up over the past 5 years, and over the life of the company, they've made steady increase with not much drops in their stock prices. So very impressive. Seems like very steady stock to be in. Now I want to talk a little bit about some of these ratios. I'm going to go through them in comparison to their competitors, and then that's pretty much what we'll cover. So we'll start with to talk a little bit about their competition, which is Coca-Cola. They've got the biggest branded drink products in the world, largest manufacturer of soda drinks. And to talk a little bit about their profit margin, we see that PepsiCo pretty much outdoes Coke in their profit margin for the most part over the last 5 years. except for this jump that we've seen from 2016 to 17 by Coke. What I like about PepsiCo is they've kept steady profit margin, which have been relatively high in comparison to the market, delivering really strong earnings to their stockholders, which we really like to see, and something that is just we can count on good margins coming from them. Earnings per share. Talk a little about earnings per share over here on this side. In comparison to their competition, PepsiCo blows Coke out of the water. They have a great EPS, and we know that we're going to get for every share of stock that we buy, we're going to get a great return, and it's something that really makes their stock very valuable. ROE is strong, and it's growing, and I think that the fact that we can see this great rise in Pepsi ROE is great to show for strong returns. Their increasing margin over time is helping their ROE, and we see that it's growing, and this is something that very much is helping with our buy rating. So looking to the future, we know that Pepsi holds a really large and strong position in the snack and beverage industry, and we see through all these ratios that they have very, very promising future earnings to come. They have a great competitive advantage in the soda drink segment as well, and overall, based on our ratios, based on what we see, and their increase in ROE, profit margin, and their great historical stock prices, we give Pepsi the buy rating, and think that this is a great investment for anyone looking to buy in the stock market. Thank you.